Hello and welcome to another episode of Enigma Does Tech. Today I'll be looking at the Lenovo Thinkpad X250. This is a business laptop that came out in 2015 for a price of £699. They can be found for around £150 to £200, so they make a very good budget laptop for school and for maybe some possibly light gaming. Mine came with an i5 5200U, Intel 5500 series graphics, 8 GB of GDDR3 RAM, a 500 GB hard drive, and was £160. So first off, I started testing YouTube. This performed very well, being capable of watching 1080p YouTube at very playable rates.
So my graphics card has 1664 cores, 4 gigabytes of GPU.
Next up, I tested the keyboard. It had a very nice travel and tactile feel, and I've kept the sound on so you can hear it. Here you are. As you can hear, it's very loud and very nice to type on. For I/O, as a power port, a VGA port, a USB 3.0, and a mini display port. On the other side, as a headphone microphone combo jack, USB 3, SIM card, SD card, and Gigabit Ethernet. This first benchmark we started with was Cinebench. In Cinebench, it had a score of 252. This is probably the most intensive thing it did, as the fans started to ramp up very quickly. Here is an example. This is TrackMania. It runs pretty well on this at a capped 30 frames per second, so I didn't bother to benchmark it. This is just one of the games that I would say would be quite good. Some older games. Now into the proper gaming benchmarks. First up, we have Minecraft. Sorry about the screen glare, but I don't have a capture card, and my camera was being kind of temperamental. Minecraft achieved an average of 45 frames per second with 1% lows of 7 frames per second and 0.1% lows of 3 frames per second. But the 0.1 and 1% lows are due to the CPU being hit really quite hard when loading it. Next up, we have Rocket League. Yes, this surprised me even as well. But Rocket League on all low settings ran at got an average of 28 frames per second, 13 for 1% lows, and 0.1 for 0.1% lows. This was very playable, and I would highly recommend it if you're in for a budget Rocket League laptop on the go. Next up, we had CSGO. This CSGO's a weird one. MSI Afterburner didn't want to capture anything, so I just had to run the benchmark map, but the footage corrupted of that, so I just have the result. It achieved 9 FPS on average in the benchmark map, and it achieved about an average of 21 FPS in regular gameplay. So, all in all, not super playable, but it can run it if you really wanted to. So in conclusion, I think this is a very good budget laptop that has a good price to performance ratio. I think if you're in the range for a laptop that's under £200 that can still perform well and can maybe get through the day if you replace the battery possibly, then I would highly recommend this. Lots of businesses are upgrading their laptops because the contracts have run out, so these are all over eBay. If you can, try go for the X260, but if not, this is a good choice. I know I'm definitely going to be running this as my main laptop for the next while because of its great price to performance and just all great build quality.